So what I've done is I just touched this up with a little bit of color so that you guys can see a contrast as to what's going on here. So the green areas will be grassed in areas. The areas, of course, that say stands will be the stands for the people. There'll be a road going along the top. There's always a service road right next to the drag strip. That way the service cars can get down it, no problems, okay? So I've decided to go with the blue safety area. I've seen it on a few different drag strips now, and it's really striking looking. I think it looks really good. So we're gonna go with the same type of thing. I bought some pinstriping, some white pinstriping I'm gonna use to make the lines on the road. Over here, I am gonna have a water burnout area. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a little bit of white Elmer's glue and a little bit of water, and I'm just gonna lay that on the track and let it dry. It'll look shiny and have a very slippery surface, and I'm hoping it'll have the effect like there's water on the track. So when I start the burnout videos, the drag videos, the actual entertainment drag racing videos, you'll see them do the burnout in the water here, and this will be the entrance line where they enter the track officially right before they do their burnout. Over here will be the start line, and the start line always has the sensors top and bottom, and then the tree is always pushed past the start line. So this is the tree, the red area here. So what we have here, this will be the safety wall where the officials and the team members would stand in this area here. Now obviously I have a 3-lane track, and as you can see this is set up for 2-lane. That's not a problem. All I'm gonna do is have 2 intersections like this. So there'll be one here and there'll be one here, and then the wall. So it's like this, except add 1 more lane. No big deal. Should look pretty fantastic. But anyways, let's get into this, guys. We got a lot to do today, and I'm super eager to show it off with you guys. Okay, so the first thing I did was laid out this line here. This line is your drag racing area. The cars don't officially enter the track until they pass this line. So this line right here is this line I've marked right here. I've marked it very lightly. Okay. So that'll be the first line. That'll be the official entrance to the drag strip for the cars. All right. So I actually found this level, which kind of has the dimensions of what I want to do for the wall. So I thought I'd show you guys that as well. So we're going to have the start line, which is right here. It's going to be passed. So when the cars enter, they'll enter the track on this line officially. And then it comes to the pit wall. So it'll be like that. Okay, so that's almost how it'll be set up. So the pit wall will only be from here to the end, and then there'll be the line. Okay, and then there'll be the tree, which is symbolized by this red rectangle here. All right, have a closer look. And then of course, I'll do the barrier around that. It's not officially going to be this, of course. It won't be this. It'll be a wall like this. The wall is only going to be, I think, like 6 mil high, maybe 7. We'll see, 7 or 8 maybe. It depends what the guys look like standing next to them. Okay, so I figured the easiest way to do it would be just to obviously do the strip all the way across, and then I'm just going to cut out where the rail is. So just like that. Do it 2 more times. All right, so what we have now is the official entrance into the drag strip itself. All right, so next we're gonna work on this area right here. It has to be painted and then edged with the striping. We'll work on these center areas in a little bit, but we'll knock off these two, the top and the bottom. We'll get those done first. So the blue that I'm using, I really want it to pop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and paint white first. That way when the blue goes down, it will be blue. It's kind of hard right now because the black top, it'll definitely change the color. And keeping in mind, we'll be outlining it with the striping too, so. All right. All right. So we'll give that a chance to dry. Once it dries, we'll come back, we'll put the blue on it, and then we'll stripe it. We'll edge it with the striping so it looks spot on. And this is nothing special paint. This is just latex paint from my local hobby shop. It'll serve the purpose just fine. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm just, this is the glue and water mixture. I'd probably say it's 3/4 water, 1/4 just Elmer's white glue. And its purpose is to sort of fake the water that the dragsters always burn out in before they get to the starting line. Okay, so I'm just using this syringe. It's actually for putting ink back in my printer. This is a big fat one. And all I'm doing is just being kind of liberal about it, but not too much in the area next to the rail. Otherwise, it might have an effect on the rail height, but I'm not sure. I mean, this rail is already flat against the track already, so it really has no forgiveness in that respect, but seems to be working so far. And the whole idea here is just to make it look like water. Like if you're standing at the track, there's always some guy there with a hose, or the hose pole is standing right there. And all this is just going to do is, I'm hoping it's just going to make the track look a little bit shiny, sort of to fake out water, you know. The more realism we have, the better. All right. So we'll leave that as it is. We'll give it a chance to dry. And then we'll get back to painting the rest of the blue over top of the white. Okay, so while we're waiting for all that to happen, let's quickly go over what we've done so far. All right, so we've prepared the base paint for the blue area. That would be the safety area, okay? We've got the inner, we just need to put the wall on still here, the safety wall in the middle. And of course, we don't have any of the lighting, but we will be getting into that. Here we have the water. We've just worked on that right now. I'm hoping this will be genius and look super awesome. With any luck, that will be the case. If not, it should at least look decent. All right, so that's where we're at so far. Oh yeah, and of course we have the official track line right there. It's in and ready to roll, and we'll get going with the painting of the blue right away. I want to thank you guys for watching today. I know this is going to be a little bit of a big one, but I've been dying to get this done, and I'm happy to bring you guys with me on this trip, and I thank you for being here. Okay, so while I was waiting for the paint to dry, and still am, I guess, I cut from the OSB. I had my assistant. She was kind enough to cut me a whole bunch like this. And what I did was I obviously used them for the safety area inside where the drag racing area is. That's where the officials would stand and any race team members on both sides. So I've just cut it, and then I've done a quick little sand, and that's what you come up with. And then of course once the paint's dry on the track and now the glue is dry, what I'll do is I'll paint up the edging, and then we'll hit up the blue. And it does appear like the water is going to actually have the effect that I wanted to. If we have a closer look, you could see where it's drying already, and it has a shinier look to it. Oh, it should look awesome. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for episode 2. This will be a 3-part series. And here we're finishing up number 1. We're as far as I can go for now until things are all dried up. So for now, for those who don't know, my name is Dan, and I want to thank you for watching today. I appreciate it. I'd like to thank all the members. I'd also like to thank all my subscribers. And hey, if you watch this video and you're not a subscriber, maybe now's the time. Why don't you hit that subscribe button? And while you're there, bang that thumbs up button a few times. I want to thank you all for watching today. And don't forget, get your heart racing.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup. You want to go do
Slot cars in the garage?
Yup.